Where does this journey go and where does it end? That's a very accurate reflection of a lot of men's chief anxiety, other than will they save their marriages? Where does the journey that we take men on end?
Another metaphor, using gauges on a dashboard. Sometimes the only gauge a man is looking at to see if his life is good is a gauge like a speedometer. There's no other gauges. Nothing. There's no oil, temperature, transmission, temperature, pressure. There's nothing. Battery voltage. He knows nothing other than one gauge, and we call that the thermometer. And sometimes it's got her face in it. And the thermometer swings between a green and a red zone. The red zone is she hates me, she loves me not, and we're probably getting divorced and I'll never have sex again. And then a day comes around where it goes in the green zone. She's happy, she likes me, we just had sex. And he's driving all over the road. He's crazy. And he thinks that's the rest of his life. The end game is to laugh at yourself at that analogy and go, oh my God, it must suck to drive a car that way. You only have two things, you have red and green. And we have to erase that. We peel her face off the gauge and then we just put electrical tape over it and you can't see it. And now there's a whole new set of gauges for the man. Your mindset, your own sense of self-esteem and confidence, how you express yourself, how you show up, how you deal with pressure, how well are you taking care of your body, your nutrition, your sense of pleasure and mindset and fun with other people in your life. And this is where Martin's suspicion is, I just don't need other men. No, you need to know how to drive your own car, this body of Martin, body of Steve, and drive that into your marriage, head on into her, and offer that to her, the healthiest version of you, not the one that has all the gaps that you're hoping she's going to come with that can of great stuff, the stuff for window. It's start filling up all your insecurities. That's not her job. And as soon as she sees you operating in that zone, two things happen. One, she gets very, very suspicious of your motives and your intention and all this crap you're doing. But secretly, she gets attracted. She's slightly attracted to it because it's all she's ever wanted is to see you driving your own car confidently and allowing her to drive with you without having to control her or judge her as being inadequate. That's the end game. Driving comfortably.
Yeah. There's a little spot in there too, though, where she has to get comfortable that is a real change, right? I think that's an area that trips men up after they start to learn to drive their own car. Is they have to give her time to get accustomed to. He's actually doing it. It's not a fluke. It's not just once. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. And I know for the women who are partnered with men we've helped who have gone through this journey, that is not a small season. It's not protracted, but it's an area a lot of men lose patience and they leave their new, flashy car that they feel confident to drive, and they get back in that old one, that single, mojometer or femometer, and then they start driving and based on her facial expressions again, and that's a nightmare.
I wanted to mention we help. One way we help is that because we've been down this road so many times, we know where all the big potholes are up ahead that he can't see. And a lot of those are tests and responses and reactions she's going to have that could trip him up. And because we know about all these tests and reactions that he's going to get, we help with that. So when they happen, you go, oh, Sven said that was going to happen.
Right.
Exactly like that.
Well, we wait until that quarter because there's no sense in telling you what's going to happen in the fourth quarter when you're in the first quarter.